to my live stream. Of course, um, I think just about less than 45 minutes, the game against Sevilla starts. Of course, I'm so happy to be here to discuss on Xavi's farewell match just before the game starts very soon. In what will be the last game in Xavi's era. I don't know if he returns, for another time in the future, whatever. But of course, he himself said he's open to a possible return for Barcelona someday, but we don't know how it's gonna look like. So we are going to be discussing on something of a preview for the game against Sevilla that starts in less than 45 minutes from now. Of course, as I think the lineup have already been given out. I think we have, according to what I'm seeing here, we have Ter Stegen in goal. We have João Cancelo, Inigo Martinez, Pedri, Lewandowski, Christensen, Firmino, Gundogan, Koundé, Lamine Yamal, Kubasi. Those are the players that we currently have for the starting 11 in the game later. Of course, in what will be Xavi Hernandez's final game in charge for Football Club Barcelona against Sevilla tonight. Of course, we hope he wins his final game in charge of Barcelona before Hansi Flick taking over from next season or from the summer. By the way, of course, it's not going to be an easy game. We play away at Sevilla. It's never an easy game playing at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan, even though, truth be told, we have a good record against them. If we go back looking at the previous records with Sevilla, you know, and today's game, had it been this game was played at home, yeah, we might be saying, yeah, some sort of emotional for some fans. But come on, as I've earlier said it, Chavis dismissal was not done appropriately. You know, it is good that Xavi Hernandez is no more the coach of Barca because that is exactly what we all wanted at the end of the day. Majority of Barcelona fans wanted Xavi not to be the manager, but I will keep on saying this repeatedly, that just the way the president went about the approach, the way Laporta went about things was not the best. After Xavi said, he would step down as a manager, then after I think 2 weeks or 1 week or so, he's been sacked because definitely he was trying to avoid anything being, maybe he's been sacked, because normally as a legend he doesn't want his name to be like he has been sacked or to be written in the history books that he was sacked as manager, but rather he should step down. But that wasn't the case as he was fired due to one or two reasons. And today's game away at Sevilla will be his final game in charge. His final game in charge. And of course, I think the lineup is not the worst. I think we have Ter Stegen, as I said. For those who are just coming now, we have Ter Stegen, João Cancelo. In defense, we have João Cancelo, Inigo Martinez, Christensen. We have Koundé. Then in midfield, we have Pedri. We have Fermin. Yeah, I think Christensen will play midfield there because we have then for attack we have Lamine Yamal, we have Lewandowski, and I think we have Pedri who will play at the left flank. I think less than we just have about 30 minutes to go for the game against Sevilla. I just wanted to, of course, for us to discuss about the final game in charge for Xavi, which will be his farewell game. I think it has not been the worst of records when we talk about his winning percentage, even though it's not the best. But come on, we need improvement. That is why Laporta had to make this huge decision to go for Hansi Flick, and let's hope that things get better for next season. I see a lot of fans out there being optimistic about next season. Come on, guys, let's calm down. I know how impatient some football fans are. We shouldn't just get carried away that easily because come on, we just need to see how things go. Normally, it's normal that when a new coach comes, there's a lot of optimism out there. Hansi Flick coming, of course, we know he's a good coach, no doubt. We have seen him at Bayern Munich. Even though when he went to the German national team, it was not all that good as well, So, but let's see how it goes. So, I think we wish him all the best, and we also wish that overall Barcelona are moving towards the right direction. Of course, making sure that Laporta, of course, made the right decision to sack Xavi and bring in, Hansi Flick, and we hope that there's a significant change in the performances, first and foremost, the performances from next season onwards, and of course, a significant change, the mentality of the players as well, you know. So that is it. That is it. So, guys, I will appreciate if you leave your comments down below. Of course, as we head into the final game of our La Liga season, I think overall the La Liga season has not been good. Of course, we are Barca and we don't like to take second. We always want to be the winners, which have not been the case. Of course, I think the season has been bad. Honestly, we need a change. We need a change. But sometimes I ask myself, what if Hansi Flick comes in and we keep on saying the same thing over and over? Because honestly, I just believe that when a manager comes and go, like a club start changing managers upon managers, then there's something wrong with the decisions in the board, you know. So we just have to see how things go because overall the season was a bad one, a trophyless season, which we as Barca fans we aren't used to with that. So definitely Hansi Flick is coming with a lot of pressure. We know the kind of pressure that comes along with it. When a new manager comes in for Barca, Xavi, I think personally I want to believe that Xavi Hernandez, when coming in to take over this job back in 2021, if they told him that this is how difficult it was gonna be like, I think Xavi could have said hell no. Because honestly, it's never easy to coach a club like Barca because the fans expect a lot. They expect a lot. They'll expect the winning, the winning, the winning, not losing. Then let alone a season where we go like in drought without a trophy. It hurts as a Barca supporter. And I think that that is one of the key reasons why Laporta could not take this anymore with Xavi Hernandez. You know, so let's see how it goes for Barcelona. We hope for the best, but also hoping that Xavi Hernandez ends this season at least in a strong way possible. Like this is the final match of the season, and his farewell match. I will call it that way. His farewell match, which means I think he should be at least motivated to win his last match before leaving the club. And I think he was so matured with the press conference he had yesterday ahead of this game today, where we saw Xavi Hernandez trying to say, look, I'm still happy. I'm still a cooler, no matter what, no matter how what the president told me that, yes, we don't need you again as a manager. But I think Xavi Hernandez was so mature in his response to the questions in the press conference yesterday. And of course, I think he just wants to have that mentality where the players heading into the Sevilla game tonight will have that belief that they can go out there, despite being away from home, to take control of the game and win the game as good as possible they can, you know. So, guys, as I said, we are almost getting to the game tonight. In just over 30 minutes from now, we will be playing against Sevilla. Make sure you leave your thoughts down below. I think the lineup, from what I see here, I think the lineup is not the strongest, by the way, but I think this is a lineup where we should be able to compete and beat Sevilla in this last game of the La Liga season. Of course, we cemented our place as second last week after the win against, I think, Rayo Vallecano. I think we are now second, and we have cemented our spot as second. Girona is third. Even if Barcelona lose their game tonight and Girona lose or win their game, whatever, we are still second. But of course, as I said earlier, second is never enough as a Barcelona fan. We all want the best. We want to go higher. Next season, definitely, as I said, Hansi Flick coming in as a new boss will have a lot of pressure to deliver. He needs to deliver. He needs to win because just coming from the back of a season where fans have been frustrated, for the fact that the club hasn't been able to win a single trophy, a single silverware, is quite frustrating. And of course, Hansi Flick knows the kind of pressure that comes along with his job. Had it been Hansi Flick comes that we had a very good season, of course, which was not possible. But now the pressure lies more on him because, but I just want, honestly, I think we should be patient as well with Hansi Flick. We shouldn't just expect results to just come like that. I think it will take a little bit of time for things to get balanced because this is a team that their morale needs a boost. So we don't just need to start, hurriedly putting pressure on Hansi Flick. He needs time, and I believe that he's a good manager. And of course, with a different mentality that he's bringing to this Barcelona side, definitely we need to have that faith and we have that patience, most importantly, for Hansi Flick to do his job. Honestly, it's true that we have a good squad. We have good players. We have young players that are doing well. But that doesn't necessarily mean that with a new boss coming in to take over Basel next season, it doesn't mean anything that we are going out there to win the Champions League or win treble. No. But I think as a fan, we should be there to support Hansi Flick and we see how things go. Because honestly, sometimes as a fan, I feel a little bit disappointed with some fans when they come and say hashtag out, hashtag we don't want you. I mean, for just one season, it kind of like doesn't really stick well with me. I think with Hansi Flick, we shouldn't expect the first thing that I would say is we shouldn't expect anything like we are playing a tiki-taka game here. Come on. Hansi Flick isn't that type of a manager, is he? Yeah, because I've seen a lot of colors right now. The fact that they are accepting Hansi Flick and they are so happy that he will be the next manager of FC that Hansi Flick will not deliver the style of football that the Johan Cruyff, that in fact the tiki taka whatever, because we know Hansi Flick, he's a type of German type with high pressure. Their style of play is quite different. I mean, so I don't need to see comments like we don't play the style of play and we don't need Hansi Flick again. Come on, it's gonna be crazy because right now I think many fans have accepted the fact that things have changed quite a lot, quite drastically nowadays in football, where you just have to accept the fact that in reality we shouldn't we shouldn't stick back in the olden days, like saying that we must play the Barca system before we are satisfied that we have played a good game. Because what at the end matters is the final result. We need the final result. We need to win. We need winning, nothing else, you know. So guys, I gotta prepare to watch this game. I just had to make this live video not so long, but to just, have a little bit of a preview for the game against Sevilla, and very importantly, talking about Xavi Hernandez, in which this is his final game in charge of FC Barcelona. Guys, what do you make of this? What do you make of Xavi Hernandez's spell? And what do you think about the game upcoming in 30 minutes from now against Sevilla? Do you think we are going out there to win this game? Even though there's no magic, Real Madrid are the La Liga champions already. We just go out there and win it and end the season as high as possible. Please make sure you leave your predictions of that game down below as well. Thanks a lot for watching. Thank you. For those who are just joining, you're so much welcome. Until next time, bye for now.